The internet, a perpetually buzzing hive of activity, once again proved its capacity for widespread commotion with the recent revelation of Justin Bieber sporting a nose ring. This seemingly minor alteration to his personal aesthetic, a glinting piece of metal on his face, rapidly transcended the realm of a simple celebrity-style choice to become a profound cultural touchstone. The narrative surrounding this particular nose ring, however, extends far beyond mere body adornment. It intricately weaves together threads of personal liberty, the complex tapestry of public reactions, the inherent power of individual decisions, and, quite remarkably, the notably composed and mature response from his former partner, Selena Gomez. This saga, as it unfolded, offered a unique lens through which to examine the nuances of fame, individuality, and even emotional maturity in the digital age. The initial moment of impact arrived with the unceremonious posting of a close-up photograph on Instagram. There, unmistakably, was Justin Bieber's familiar visage, now punctuated by a gleaming silver nose ring, perfectly accentuated by an artful filter. The caption, a minimalist yet potent single diamond emoji, served as the sole descriptor. The repercussions were instantaneous and explosive. Within mere minutes, the post had amassed an astounding multitude of likes and an overwhelming deluge of comments, igniting fervent debates among fans and critics alike about the authenticity of the piercing. Was it a genuine act of self-expression or a meticulously orchestrated public relations maneuver? Paparazzi lenses, ever vigilant, zoomed in with predatory precision. Stylists, eager to offer their expert opinions, speculated wildly. Twitter, as expected, erupted into a cacophony of reactions. The central question that emerged from this digital maelstrom was why this specific image resonated so deeply, striking such a powerful chord with the masses. While it is a well-established fact that celebrities frequently undergo dramatic image transformations, this instance felt distinctly different. The collective response of the fandom wasn't merely a reaction to the visual aesthetic, it was a profound engagement with what the nose ring represented. Was this the dawn of a new, long-teased era for Justin? Did it signify an act of outright rebellion, a bold declaration of artistic or personal freedom, or was it, in the end, simply a matter of style preference? The tantalizing promise of Selena Gomez's reaction loomed large, a topic that would inevitably be addressed, but not before delving into the foundational questions that underpin such a widespread fascination. The intense public scrutiny directed at Justin Bieber's nose ring illuminates a rather peculiar, almost absurd, aspect of our relationship with celebrity culture. Consider the stark contrast. If a close friend or family member were to unveil a new nose piercing, the reaction would likely be a casual, cool, followed by a swift move to the next topic of conversation. Yet, when the subject is Justin Bieber, a minor alteration to his appearance is dissected with the gravity typically reserved for a national crisis. This disproportionate level of attention underscores a fascinating tendency to perceive celebrities as living canvases onto which we project our own expectations, aspirations, and anxieties. Justin's career trajectory itself has been a masterclass in public reinvention, from the archetypal clean-cut, wholesome boy next door to the heavily tattooed, defiant rebel, then to the quietly spiritual and married man, and now, the individual confidently sporting a nose ring. It's as if every new piercing, every change in attire, becomes a psychological litmus test, revealing more about the observer than the observed. For some segments of his fanbase, the nose ring was a clear signal of rebellion. For others, it epitomized newfound confidence. And for a select few, it marked nothing less than the definitive end of an era. This pervasive compulsion to elevate every visual update into a grand pronouncement compels us to ask, are we, perhaps, unwittingly projecting our own unfulfilled desires, our deepest fears, and our personal insecurities onto these towering public figures? Could Justin's nose ring, viewed through a more profound lens, actually serve as a symbol for our collective yearning for freedom and self-determination? This is, by no means, Justin Bieber's inaugural venture into the realm of radical style evolution. His past is replete with sartorial experiments, ranging from the dramatic transformation of his hair to an audacious bleached blonde to his audacious embrace of oversized Crocs. However, the nose ring carries a distinctly different resonance, an edgy, almost punk rock sensibility that unequivocally declares, "My choices are my own, and your opinions are irrelevant." This defiant stance might, in fact, be the very essence of its appeal. Is Justin simply riding the wave of a fleeting fashion trend, or is this a more deliberate and profound statement about his ongoing journey of self-discovery? The intriguing possibility exists that it could, in fact, be both. The moment that a vast audience had been eagerly anticipating finally arrived during a casual live session Selena Gomez was conducting to celebrate her birthday. Amidst the celebratory ambiance of cake and convivial conversation, a fan's question cut through the festive mood. Selena, what do you think about Justin's new nose ring? A palpable pause. A collective intake of breath from the online audience. The internet, metaphorically speaking, leaned in. Her response was a masterclass in measured maturity and unparalleled composure. Everyone should do what makes them happy. It's completely his personal choice. We have no right to interfere in someone else's freedom. I have nothing to say about it. Guys, today is my birthday. I just want to enjoy and celebrate. This was a definitive mic drop moment. There was no hint of passive aggression, no trace of sarcasm, no juicy morsel for the ravenous tabloid machine. What emerged was pure, unadulterated maturity, almost shockingly so in an ecosystem where celebrity drama is meticulously cultivated and monetized. Selena, with grace and unwavering conviction, chose to establish clear and healthy boundaries. Her response, arguably, stands as the most iconic and impactful gesture throughout this entire unfolding situation. It compels us to ponder the curious cultural phenomenon of treating celebrity exes as if they remain perpetually bound by some invisible, unspoken emotional contract. This peculiar reflex, perhaps, stems from our innate human fascination with messy narratives, our inherent love for conflict, and the romanticized notion that old flames continue to smolder. Yet, the stark reality for most is that they have long since moved on, and Selena's reply served as a poignant reminder, a masterclass in emotional intelligence that underscores the profound coolness of healthy boundaries over the fleeting satisfaction of a clever clapback. It was, perhaps, a subtle yet powerful cue for us, the audience, to also cultivate greater maturity in our own reactions to celebrity narratives. Expanding our perspective, the continuous reinvention of public figures presents a fascinating subject for contemplation. The rationale behind this perpetual evolution might be deceptively simple. They possess the capacity to do so, and in the ruthlessly competitive entertainment industry, stagnation poses a far greater risk than adaptation. Evolution is synonymous with survival. A fresh look translates into renewed relevance, an unexpected piercing generates immediate headlines, and controversy, though often unintentional, frequently proves oddly effective. It is, in essence, the modern-day equivalent of molting, where celebrities shed older versions of themselves to maintain their captivating allure. Sometimes these transformations are strategically calculated, at other times, they are deeply personal manifestations of an inner journey. In Bieber's case, it is plausible that it embodies elements of both. The human desire to try something new, simply to rekindle a sense of vitality, is a universally relatable experience. True confidence isn't merely walking into a room adorned in a spectacular outfit, it is, more profoundly, posting a close-up photograph of your newly pierced face to an audience of hundreds of millions of followers and displaying not a flicker of self-doubt. To wear something that resonates deeply with your authentic self, even if the wider world fails to comprehend or approve, is the pinnacle of self-assurance. The nose ring, in this deeper context, transcends its material form, it represents a powerful mindset. If Justin is willing to bravely present his most authentic self, perceived imperfections and all, it serves as an empowering affirmation for us.